fellow collectors, and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the DX Chemy Smaphone from Kamen Rider Gotchard. So this is our little Chemy friend who also acts as the phone for this year. Usually we have the phone turn into a bike or something, but this time it just turns into a fun little phone friend. So here he is, featured very prominently here on the front of the box. Got Gotchard over here. He does, of course, come with the Smaphone card as well. Makes total sense. Not really anything going on over here or on this side. You have a little QR code for the manual. Nothing going on down here, but it does come with two LR44 batteries, so batteries are included. That's always nice. Spinning it around to the back just kind of shows you some of the different modes. Of course, it can have a phone mode, and then it can transform into the Chemy as well, and it can even shoot the card out of the top. So we'll take a look at all of that. Pretty standard packaging, you know. Let's go ahead and get them out of the box and take a closer look. So here it is out of the packaging, and right off the bat, it is a beast. It is a big, thick boy. And if you're wondering, Smaphone, or even sometimes just Smapho, is what they call a smartphone in Japan. You could probably put that together. But yeah, this is obviously the latest from Apple or Samsung, you know, cutting edge new stuff going on here. You have some yellow paint around the outside. It's not a separate piece of plastic from what I can tell. I believe it is just painted yellow. It looks all right. Pretty nicely painted there. You have your stickers here with the buttons, the different applications. Obviously, only the phone one is the one that works, so you can get the sounds out of that. You have a button here on the back, and then there's a little piece here on the side. We'll get to that later on. Now, unfortunately, the speaker is not very loud. You can see the speaker right here. Here's where you pull the tab out if you would ever need to replace the batteries. You just depress this little pin here. This will slide back and you can change out the batteries. But it's not very loud, which is kind of a bummer. So I'll do my best here. But in this mode, this is the phone mode. If you press the button. So the first thing, it says Chemy Finder. That says camera on. Then it says say cheese. You've gotcha mail. So I'm not sure about the last one, but that one there was good morning, good morning. So they have 6 phrases in the phone mode. If we hold it down, so it says calling, like you're getting a call. So there you go. That's Ichinose calling. So that's 2 of the phrases. There are actually 15 in this mode. Maybe I'll try to... So now we have some phrases from Kudo. Okay, so we've gone back around now. So I think that's kind of cool. You have 15 phrases split between the 2 characters. If we hold this down again. So now it's back to the earlier version with the 6 different sounds. So I think that's pretty cool. Decent amount of playability, certainly more than I expected. Like I said, the stickers have these fun other apps, but only this one button does anything. I love the little tie, though, because this panel is going to slide up to reveal the face, and it looks like he has a little necktie, and that's absolutely fantastic. So to transform him, you have 2 options. We can insert the card in, which we'll take a look at the card that is included. So we have the Smaphone card. This is part of the TCS series number 24. and it is labeled as a super rare. Nice holofoil going on there. So what we can do is there is a... okay, sometimes it is prone to just pop out on its own, so be a little careful with that. But there's a slit right here that we're going to load the card into. And you can kind of see the card come through on the back here, and I guess that's why this is so open. But you can load the card in, like so. Make sure that lines up. And then when we push this all the way in, so now he is transformed. If you don't want to put the card in because you're worried about scratching it or bending it, we'll close this back up. And you can just use this lever here on the side. So if you just push this all the way down, he could transform that way as well. So if you don't want to use the card, you can just go ahead and press this. And it will kind of lock down into place. And then when you press this button here on the side, or on the back, I should say. So again, we'll load the card in. And this should drop all the way down now. It does. So when that's locked in place, if you press the button on the back here, the yellow button, it shoots the card out. It does make a sound. Let me lock that back down. Load the card back in. I think it says Chemy Shot. So it shoots it pretty well, honestly. I think they did a pretty good job with that. So I'll try to do it again. So you can press the button if you just want to hear the sound. Also, you can kind of press it a little bit. Sometimes it shoots the card without playing the sound. There we go. So that's kind of fun. It shoots the card out of there, which is kind of neat. Also in this mode, you can press the button to get a couple more sounds. It says the same thing every time, but with different sound effects. So there's 4 different sound effects there when it's in this mode. But, I mean, he's just a fun little friend. He's just a giant, chunky smartphone buddy. I love the eyes. I love the little necktie, the stubby little hands and feet. It's just fun. Plus, the fact that it shoots the card out is kind of fun as well. You could definitely, if you have a bunch of duplicates or common cards that you don't care about, you could load those in and shoot them around the room, and that could be a lot of fun. So I think it's neat. And it's got a decent amount of functionality, honestly. For I guess I should say, for what it is, I wasn't expecting it to have as much. I kind of expected it would make some goofy sounds, but to also have all those character phrases, I think is kind of cool. So there's a decent amount going on here. I wish the speaker was louder. That's kind of my only complaint. I wish the speaker was louder, but what can you do? Yeah, he's just a fun, fat little guy. I just love him. He's really great. Now we can do a combination. We've seen it before, but we can go ahead and make a form with this card, so we'll go ahead and do it for fun. So he matches with Pika Hotaru. I wish they would give us a phrase. I'm just going to start calling them best matches, because that's the first thing I think of. I really wish they would give us like an official phrase or term for when these guys link up, but I'm just going to call it a best match. So let's go ahead, pop in Pika Hotaru. Then lastly, we'll try it in the Chemy riser. Just for fun, because we have them, we'll do Pico Taro as well. I think this guy's a lot of fun. I mean, he's got a lot more functionality than I expected. You kind of essentially have 3 modes. You have the normal phone mode, which has 6 sound effects. You have the kind of dialogue mode, I'm calling it, that has, you know, phrases from the 2 different characters, 15 in total. And then you have the Chemy mode, which has 4 sound effects. Now, it is the same phrase every time, but 4 different sound effects associated with the phrase. So I think it's a lot of fun. Plus, aesthetically, I just think he's really cool. It's a very simple design, but I love the design. The face is great. The little bow tie app is perfectly situated. So he's just a fun little guy. Plus, it launches the card. I think that's really fun. So there's, you know, a decent amount of playability here. You get a nice Smaphone card as well to add to the collection. Yeah, I just think he's a lot of fun. Now, they did a couple other little Chemys, one for Hopper 1 and one for Steamliner. I didn't bother with those. They're not as intricate. They're kind of just like pull back and let go toys, or I think Hopper 1, the wings flutter or something like that. They're similar, where you kind of load a card in to trigger the effect and everything like that, but they don't have any electronics or anything like that, and the cards that come with them are not part of the TCS series. They don't have any number on them, so I just decided to let those go. But I definitely recommend checking this guy out. They do a phone every year, and usually it turns into a bike or something. This time it just turns into a little friend, and I think it's a lot of fun, and I'm going to be shooting cards all over the place. I'm going to go get some of my Kamen duplicates out and just kind of load them in and start firing them around, because it's a lot of fun. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks so much for watching.